Welcome to Let's Banter Football. This is your host, Angeli Chooks, and my co-host,
TJ Sexy Spin.
Right. This evening, Bayern Leverkusen have kept their unbeaten run by equalizing with Karak FK 2-2. In the first half, it was 1-0, and early in the second half, they were beaten 2-0. There was no hope of them winning the match, but at the 9th minute, they equalized 2-2. Actually, I lost the game there because I took them on a bet that they were going to win the lowest odd, and they disappointed me. But they kept their unbeaten run, and they are still in the game. Next 2 weeks, they will be Karak FK will be coming to their home in Germany to play. This is their unbeaten run. Someone is going to spoil it someday. Yeah, but I thought it was going to be tonight. Though I was rooting for them because my money was on them, but they actually disappointed me. But kept their unbeaten run in a draw against Karak FK. And today Liverpool beat their opponent 5-1. Darwin Núñez scored twice. His first goal was a very beautiful worldie.
Yeah. He's going to. I'm sure he's going to get the European League goal of the week.
Goal of the week, I think so.
Yeah.
So Liverpool played against Sparta Prague. They lost. Today,
they lost or they won?
Yeah, they won. I wanted to say Cristiano Ronaldo, his team lost the last time he was not playing. Today they lost again. He couldn't find the net today, and they lost 3-1 against Al Reed. What do you think happened in that game?
I didn't watch it. I
watched the game.
After I noticed that they scored 2-1, I was so angry I didn't bother watching it again.
Ronaldo was so pissed.
And I heard highlights. You know, they will make Ronaldo the scapegoat, obviously. The highlight I saw was Ronaldo missed a lot of chances and refused to win the game for his team.
Yeah, he's always on the highlights. He had a couple of free kicks that he couldn't score. One hit the bar. Yeah, he hit the woodwork. Yeah. Solskjaer was saying something about Ronaldo in his interview with Overlap. I want you to say it for our viewers to hear, because we were on it the other day.
The thing is, he said when news got to him that Ronaldo was ready to leave Juventus, obviously other clubs wanted him, but Ferguson, well, he didn't mention Alex Ferguson, but we already know that Alex Ferguson convinced Ronaldo to come to Manchester United. So when they asked Ole about it, he said he liked the idea that yes, let Ronaldo come. So they already signed Ronaldo, and they asked him if he affected the game plan he had for Manchester United. He said he was on the fence. He didn't want to be biased. He was just, but there were some statements he made against him, though.
That's the one I want you to talk about. See, I love Ronaldo, but she thinks Ronaldo is a saint. Ronaldo is not actually a saint.
Calm down.
Because
nobody said he's a saint.
Because
calm down.
He had problems with Ten Hag. Probably the same thing.
No.
Listen. Let
me finish explaining.
Then I will tell people how it connotes with what happens with happened with Ten Hag.
So when he came, they had a plan of him starting Ronaldo. Ronaldo told him that you can start me 3 matches in a row, then bench me the 4th match. That's allegedly. That is what Ole said. So,
but how can Ronaldo be dictating how many matches a coach is playing him? Is it because he played with the coach during the?
Maybe Ole did not. Ole, mind you, you see why it's good to hear 2 sides to a story. They said there are 3 sides to a story: your truth, my truth, and the real truth. Go. But wait, he said, I'm sure it was a conversation that brought up that issue that made Ronaldo say, you can start me 3 matches and bench me the 4th match. So when he started Ronaldo 3 matches and benched him the fourth match, Ronaldo started giving attitude. So he himself started thinking that, but this guy was the one that that brought up this idea. So how come I did it and he started giving me attitude? So he said the person.
For me, I know that Ronaldo could do such a thing because Ronaldo wants to play every game.
Yes,
he wants to play every game.
He said the person that was mostly affected by whatever happened with his squad was Cavani. And Cavani was so graceful about it. He never made a fuss. He never made, and he and Ronaldo had a very great relationship too.
Yeah, he didn't want to.
Like he never made a fuss about anything. Like everything was, but he wouldn't say it was Ronaldo that affected his game. But he knows that Ronaldo was a goal machine, and he was happy to have him in.
Yeah, Ronaldo is a goal machine. Everyone knows that. But as of that time, I usually was thinking, because Cavani actually is an injury player. I used to think that Cavani had injury there, because you see Cavani sometimes, he won't be on the lineup. You will see Ronaldo, and sometimes they had to play two of them together, two strikers, to fit them inside the game, because Ronaldo wanted to play every game. But I want Ronaldo to play every game, because each time I watch Manchester United, I loved Manchester United, Ronaldo, when he was in Manchester United before he went to Real Madrid. And I always want him to play, because anytime Ronaldo is on the pitch, I love watching him. So, but these things coming out, because we actually saw the problem he had with Ten Hag, but you don't know what has transpired behind the scenes. Ten Hag actually said the same thing, that he wants to use Ronaldo. That having Ronaldo in his squad is a plus for him. He said a lot of good things about Ronaldo, then they fell out, right? You don't know what caused that falling out. Maybe it's something of this nature.
It can never be something of this nature. Because when Ronaldo left Manchester United,
yes,
I'm sure, fine, maybe they never asked him about Ole. If Ole had done something bad to him, or had disrespected him in any way, trust me, Ronaldo would have said something about it. But he said something about Ferguson. He said something about who brought him there when Ole coached him. He never said anything bad about Ole.
Everyone knows. Listen now.
No, everyone did not know anything.
Can I say, you don't know what I want to say?
You are comparing.
Can I say what I want to say?
You are comparing the situation to Ten Hag's.
Can I say what I want to say?
It's not even the same thing.
Listen, everyone knows that Ole is a yes man. Let me prove that to you. In fact, the whole Manchester United, we knew that Ole is a yes man. A coach that is saying that his team members, he was trying to give them captain ban when the captain was not fit or something like that, and nobody wanted to take the captain ban. Everyone knew that Ole is not a good coach. We all knew. I'm coming. Right? So now, I love Ronaldo, but see,
Ole is not a good coach. Why will you say he's not a good coach? His first season, he was second.
Forget about that thing.
Second season, he was third or fourth.
That doesn't make him a good coach.
Okay, what makes Ten Hag is a better coach?
Why Ten Hag have proven himself in Europe?
In Europe, what is stopping him from proving himself again?
Why have another club not hired Ole since he left Manchester United?
Because he has not put himself out there that he's. Have you even watched the interview?
I've watched the interview. Now let me come down to the facts.
Before you say that, let me tell you why. No, even Rooney that left a job, people, they hired him again. When he left one job, he joined another. So you want to compare Rooney to Ole? Rooney is the worst coach ever.
Ole is not a good coach. We just found out that Rooney is the worst coach ever. But the time that the club hired him, we didn't know. Let me come down to the facts. Ole is a yes man. When Ronaldo said what he said, and he kept playing Ronaldo all matches, and we didn't know about this, play me 4 games or 3 games and bench me in the 4th game. We didn't know about it until Ole was out of contract, and it just happened last week that he did this interview. Now, talking about Ten Hag is still under contract with Manchester United. Ronaldo went out from Manchester United. Before he went out, he did an interview with Piers Morgan. Then he said all the pieces he had to say about Ten Hag. The truth will still come out. See, I love Ronaldo, but I'm a critical thinker. I don't.
Listen,
let me finish.
truth.
I'll allow you to talk.
There's
now.
no truth to whatever you want to say, and
let me finish.
Because Ole never disrespected.
Can I finish?
Ole, because that thing when you want to talk, you no follow.
You cannot.
You no follow.
How you? I allowed you to make your own statement.
Like how can you? We're talking about Ole. Don't talk about Ten Hag.
You should.
When Ten Hag comes
out,
when he comes out to do an interview, then you start comparing.
I'm getting there.
Everybody saw everything Ten Hag did to Ronaldo.
I'm getting there.
In playing this thing. How can you bench him for Tottenham?
For someone to say
like he was disrespectful, man.
When it comes to Ronaldo, your voice is
no. That's not it.
Other places you calm down. Listen, let me tell you something. When it comes to Ronaldo, you have to be very critical in your thinking.
Because it's your team. If it wasn't his team, he will not support all these things.
Listen to me very carefully. Ronaldo is a very fantastic football player. He's a goal machine, just like Ole said. Ole is a yes man. The agreement he had with Ronaldo, he could not even keep it up because he said Ronaldo started giving attitude when he wanted to bench him for the fourth match, and he stopped benching him for the fourth match. He kept playing him. That is why Ronaldo would never say anything against Ole. Ole gave him that respect. Yes, Ronaldo deserves all the respect and he should get because he's the GOAT. To me, he's the greatest of all time. Not even Messi. To my own understanding. You understand? That's how much I love Ronaldo.
You are biased because it's your team.
It's not about being my team.
It's your team.
Even if I like you, when you do something wrong, I'll come and tell you.
Angel is a lie. I know you.
I like you.
And I'm telling you it's a lie.
And when I see you do something that is
Angeli, I know you and I know it's a lie.
And I'll tell you, this one that you are my friend, but
no lie. Angeli, I'm telling you it's a lie.
Now, moving forward. What I'm trying to say in effect is this. When Ten Hag is out of contract, one day at a time, the truth about Ten Hag and Ronaldo will come out.
Yeah.
Then we will know what happened where. Because for Ten Hag to say, I want this guy in my team, I want him in my squad, and then they fell out the way they did. Something must have happened. When you hear it, it will shock you.
You did. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting, but I'm going to go.
You said something.
Even before Ronaldo did that interview.
You said something.
Even before Ronaldo did that interview, I was already against Ten Hag.
You said
for
something.
Disrespecting him. How can you?
You call it disrespect, but you don't know what is behind the scenes.
It's not about behind the scenes.
Now, let me finish.
It's not about behind the scenes. You cannot be losing.
Can I say something?
6 goals down.
And you are
bringing in Ronaldo.
Can I say
almost 5 minutes to the end of the game?
I agree with you that he disrespected.
Like how
something prompted that. I've already agreed with you sometime that he disrespected Ronaldo. I believe that, but something prompted that. Now let me come to the fact. You said here that there is 3 truths: your truth, my truth, and the truth. Now Ronaldo has spoken his own truth. Now I'm coming. Ronaldo has spoken his own truth with Piers Morgan. The truth is there, and Ten Hag's truth is there. Ten Hag cannot speak up right now because he's still under contract with Manchester United. Let's get there first, and then we will know. I am not.
Nobody was even talking about Ten Hag. You were the one that brought up
I didn't even know Ten Hag when he was in Bayern Munich. I only knew him when he was in Ajax because he took them to Champions League semi-finals, and because I was watching those games then. That is how I knew Ten Hag. So, and I've known Ronaldo since all my life. When I was a kid, I knew Ronaldo because I started watching Ronaldo since 2003 from Manchester United. I didn't watch him when he was in this. I only watched the friendly match that made Sir Alex Ferguson buy him. Then I started watching Ronaldo. So I have known Ronaldo way before I knew Ten Hag. So you cannot tell me that I'm biased in this. Just let the truth come out. When the time comes, you will find out who. Now Ronaldo has said his truth. Ten Hag have not spoken any word since then because of it. Because he's still under contract with Manchester United. He cannot just say it.
And again,
when he is out of Manchester United, that is if he is out of Manchester United. When he is, because eventually, even if when he will retire, even if he does well and retire there, he will come out, and the truth will come out between him and Ronaldo, and we will know his own truth. Then we will leave the main truth, which you said the 3 truths. We will leave the main truth to be on its own, but we have to hear the side of the story.
The thing is,
yes.
For Ole, we don't know if he's, again, I said we have 3 sides to a story. Yeah. Your side, my side, and the truth.
Yeah, we have heard
Ole. We've heard from Ole, but Ronaldo has never said anything about Ole.
Because
we don't know.
Ole agreed to everything he said. Now, Ronaldo has said his
Ole did not agree to anything.
I'm coming.
We don't know anything.
Ronaldo have said his own piece about Ten Hag. Ten Hag have not spoken. We wait for Ten Hag's statement whenever he makes it.
I'm not being biased or anything. To me, I don't
even the
feel.
day you brought this thing up to me about Ole, you told me even to that Ronaldo is a stubborn guy. But you know
Yes, of course I know that. I'm admitting it now. He's a stubborn
he's
guy.
fantastic, but he's stubborn.
He's,
you know
of course now.
So what are you talking about?
We know he's
he
stubborn.
cannot be a saint.
Nobody said he's a saint.
Sometimes he does something.
Angeli, nobody said he's
You
a
don't
saint.
know what
You
transpired
you are
before that
supporting Ten Hag because
You don't
he's
know
your
what happened
coach.
before that Tottenham
So
match.
since
You don't know what transpired.
since Ronaldo left Ten Hag now, since Man U left Man U now, and what has happened? What has changed?
Whatever has happened has happened. We have spoken. Let's not bring Man U into this situation. We have already spoken about.
That is why you are.
We have already spoken about our Man U loss on the previous video that we did. Let's not go.
I'm not talking about. But me, I'm asking you. You are blaming Ronaldo this, Ronaldo that. Is his fault? Most people are saying it's because of Ronaldo.
Nobody is saying it's Ronaldo's fault.
This happened. But we all saw the disrespect. We saw the disrespect. Then
when you're saying that Ronaldo now left,
it was obvious.
You are saying now that Ronaldo left, and
anything that happened.
Listen now. You said now that Ronaldo left, and now things are
you said
going back.
No. You said
things are going back.
That is not what I said.
Remember, Liverpool last season was abysmal, which is the reason that they are playing Europa League. What is Liverpool doing this season?
Angeli, that's not what I said.
I've given you instances in this
it's not good enough
content. I've given you a lot of instances about even your coach Arteta, his first season and his second season. It was not as fantastic. It was after his third season that he started being fantastic. Let's keep it for Ten Hag. If he's going to be sacked, he's going to be sacked. Manchester United have new owners.
That is not what I'm talking about.
Jim Ratcliffe. We will find out.
See, I know, again, I'm saying it on camera. He said, I know, I can never say it on camera. I know Ronaldo is stubborn. And the stubbornness he has can be justified, for goodness sake, for somebody who has achieved everything that he has achieved.
No, you cannot.
No, but
see, because you achieved everything,
we don't know.
Doesn't mean that you should be unscrupulous. I'm not saying he's unscrupulous.
That's what you're saying.
I'm saying, you see, what is a hypothesis. Now listen, what I'm trying to say in effect is, because you are a good person doesn't guarantee you one day you go and kill somebody. Let me tell you something. Because you are a fantastic person, that you don't look for trouble doesn't guarantee that when the one time that someone seeks, you've been good all your life, that one time that you lose your cool, you kill someone, you will go to jail for the rest of your life. Are you getting it now? I'm not saying that's what happened to Ronaldo, but what I'm saying is, if you're good in the pitch, you can also be good outside the pitch. You can also be good all-wise.
Nobody
Ronaldo is my guy, but he has his excesses, and I call it out when I see it. That is it.
You don't know what is happening behind closed doors.
All right,
and the disrespect he got from this head coach was too much for him to bear. You cannot disrespect him for the whole world to see and expect him to be calm about it. Ronaldo never said anything about Ole because of the respect the guy has for him. The feeling is mutual.
Ole kept saying yes. That's what.
That is not why.
All right,
he benched him. Do you remember that he benched him in some games?
No. Because they had an agreement which Ronaldo started giving attitude for. Then he started playing him in all games. Are you following the story?
I'm not following. Who brought you to the story?
Let's move on. Man City won. They have qualified. They won against Copenhagen 3-1 in their second leg. Aggregate 6-2. They qualified. Bayern qualified. Kane netted twice. He has played 33 games and he has scored 33 goals this season. He has been amazing. So PSG has qualified for the first time since 3 years. They got to final, I think, in 2 years up before Messi joined. Then the year before Messi joined, they got to semi-finals. Then when Messi joined, 2 seasons they got knocked out at the round of 16, and Messi left. They have qualified for the quarterfinals. I don't know what you have to say about that. So PSG have qualified. She has nothing to say about that. Yes. Which other team qualified? PSG qualified. Real Madrid have qualified. They played 1-1.
Well, the aggregate score was 2-1.
Yeah, Brahim Diaz's goal in the first leg has saved them, and they are now through to the quarterfinals.
They really need Mbappe in that team because now
and they are getting this entry too. They are going to have a fantastic squad next season. I don't think that there's any team that will come close to them next season. But it remains to be seen.
And there's a news about Carlo Ancelotti. They said he's been charged with tax fraud.
He said he cleared
Now,
that one, and that it has been cleared. He's not going to any prison. That
actually
is something
want-
that happened a long time ago. That the people are bringing up again, to tarnish his image and to derail him from his season. But he
Yeah.
has said that all those things are things of the past. He has settled, and everything is in place.
Zidane, sorry,
Yeah, Zidane, yeah.
Zidane said he's ready to coach again, and they asked him what are the clubs the clubs he's looking at. They gave him like 3 clubs: PSG, Manchester United,
And Liverpool.
and Real Madrid actually.
And Real Madrid, okay.
So he said he's not sure he wants to come to England,
I've been telling you this.
but
We knew.
he's open to Spain.
Yeah, he likes Spain.
I don't understand.
In the first place,
Why did you go almost 5 years without coaching?
he doesn't speak English. Let me tell you, Manchester United is a den of lions. Let me tell you one thing about Manchester United. Every experienced coach, including Ancelotti and including Pep Guardiola, it will be difficult to see any coach that will come to Manchester United willingly will be a coach that is looking to make a name for himself, looking to make a mark. He may come there and succeed. If he comes there and he doesn't succeed, it doesn't matter. He is already popular because he has coached Manchester United. But any coach that is experienced, like the likes of Ancelotti, Zidane, Guardiola, Klopp, they will not want to get close to Manchester United because of what has happened with previous coaches. You talk about the likes of Jose Mourinho. You talk about the likes of Louis van Gaal. You talk about the likes of a lot of coaches that have coached, even Ragnick. Everyone that coached Manchester United, including Ten Hag, they have been facing a lot of issues, and it's not an easy thing coaching that club. There is a lot of things that is going on in that club that Sir Jim Ratcliffe needs to fix. If not, there's no big coach that want to get any in 10-foot pole with Manchester United. That is just the actual truth of the matter. So if speaking about they've been linking at Manchester United, Roberto De Zerbi, they play good football, possession football, but they are not clinical with the finish. Just like today, Roma beat them 4-0. Not even one goal. They couldn't even score one goal. So how can you take such coach to coach Manchester United with the media and the attention that Manchester United attracts?
This former what's it that they call him? This former Chelsea coach that they fired,
Graham Potter. He's also linked to Manchester United. A lot of coaches have been linked to Manchester United. Even Gareth Southgate has been linked to Manchester United. A lot of coaches have been linked to Manchester United.
But Barcelona wants Arteta.
Yeah, I saw that in the news. I don't know.
I don't know if it is true until Fabrizio posts it. Actually.
Yeah. So Arsenal beat Sheffield United 6-0. Have your glory. In fact, let me tell you something. If Arsenal continues like this, Arsenal has a chance of winning this league. That is, if they don't bottle it. If they continue winning the way they are with the goals they score, I don't think that in their last 7 games, any team in Europe have scored as much goals as Arsenal. If you guys keep going this, I'm actually hoping that you guys will win the league.
Right now, I feel our first 11 that he starts now, remove now. Martinelli is injured. I'm pained, but I'm not so worried about it. I just feel Trossard will do better in that area too. But the thing is, when
Martinelli getting injured is not a problem for you.
That's what
Trossard
I'm saying.
plays better in that wing, so your team is going to even get better.
No, the thing is, Martinelli too has been trying for this past how many games.
I'm not saying
he has gotten assists.
I know
goals.
He has gotten.
That's what I'm telling you. Me, I still prefer
Trossard is going to be very good in that, so you don't have a problem.
And again, did you see when they changed? Did you watch the match?
I watched the match.
When they subbed all these people, brought in Thomas Partey, fine, maybe because he has been injured all this while. Brought in Gabriel Jesus, brought in these fresh legs, and they were playing rubbish.
Now let me tell you something.
Even the smallest team has won. Before they started this match, didn't I tell you I was expecting 10 goals? Imagine Arteta did not remove any of those people. I'm sure they were going to score more goals.
Now, let me tell you something.
There was a
Football
chance.
is not done like that.
I know.
Yeah, let me
finish this part. I want to say there was a chance Gabriel Jesus saw you and keeper. He sort of used to shoot the ball in the net so that this guy passed the ball.
Havertz will score that goal. Neat.
Why will you pass that ball? And you're a striker.
But what I want to say in effect about that game is this. See, in every game, you get your chances to score. You understand me? There are games a team even if the other team is very, very rubbish or very abysmal, right? You get your chances to score in the first half. After first half, you don't get any goals. See, chances come in games, and when they come, you take them. When they stop coming, the fact that they brought in like the likes of Gabriel Jesus, Thomas Partey, and Nelson and the rest of those guys does not mean that's not the reason you stopped scoring. See, when the chances came, the team took it. Right? He has to make rotations. And those guys that came in are actually as good as the guys that left. But it is that the chances, you can use the same players and they score 6 goals in first half. Those 1 goal came second half by Ben White. They can score 6 goals in first half, and after scoring 6 goals in first half, they play the second half and they don't score any goal.
No,
right?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. But I just believe that those ones they brought in second half should have done like a bit more. I'm not trying to
that you won 6-0.
Yes, I am. Yeah. I'm not trying to criticize them or anything, but kudos to my team.
10-0, like you know one thing with Arsenal people. Arsenal like to overhype themselves. Yeah, you are.
It's not about overhyping.
You are doing well. What is 10-0? You want to be 10-0? Are they sleeping?
Angeli is not about overhyping.
You want to score a goal
it's Sheffield. I told you before the start of the match, it's Sheffield. Right now, if they play Man U and Man U do not beat them 3 goals to 0, then I'll know Man U is finished.
Let me ask you a question. How many teams beat Sheffield United 6-0?
Go on, not 6-0. Okay.
I'm coming. How many teams beat Sheffield United 6-0?
Not 6-0. They've not played. I don't know if they played. Have they played you yet?
They have not played the second. First leg we won them. But I'm saying, how many teams? You say team has been beating them 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. No team has beat them 6-0. You are the only team that beat them 6-0.
No team has.
So you should be grateful for what you got.
Fine.
Forget about the people that came in the second half. That's what makes a squad. A squad has to have good players in the bench so that when the players in the pitch they are wearing out, the players that are coming in are as good as those ones in the pitch. The fact that they didn't score, Gabriel Jesus comes in from the bench and scores goals. Yes, I don't like him as much. You always hype him, but I don't think he did anything wrong in that match.
Okay. But
my highlights of the game is Rice did well. Though we have this argument between me and you about him and Kobe Mainoo. Then Havertz. Give that guy some kudos. Forget about the fact that he played with Sheffield United, because that's what you're going to say. He played against Sheffield. That's why he was performing. He was amazing in that game. Did you see his ratings? Forget about all the things you talk about. That guy is going to be an amazing player for you. You call him slow. Bebeto was slow, but his first touch was amazing. Havertz you call him slow. Yeah, I don't see him as slow, but there's a way he plays his game that the things that Arteta sees that keeps him. He keeps on saying Havertz is going places. Havertz is going to be a great member of this team. You give Rice a lot of credit, then you disperse this guy.
Angeli, let me ask you this question.
Yes.
Before we bought Rice, what did you tell me about Rice?
I told you he's amazing.
Okay, I complained that this money is too much for this guy, right?
Then I told you that he's worth the money.
Then Havertz came.
Yeah.
Then I told you, what did I tell you about Havertz?
I can't remember. You tell me what you said.
I told you this guy, I'm not so confident with him. Oh. But guess what? Even Odegaard, I was complaining to Angeli about Odegaard that this guy is too good.
I was the one that still told you that Odegaard
you were still the one. You see where
same way I'm telling you that Havertz perform.
To tell you exactly, to tell you that me, I've seen these guys play outside. Before, even when Odegaard was in Arsenal, he was playing rubbish. But Angeli keeps telling me that I should give this guy time to improve. And I'm like, time when we need to win matches, who has that to give? When he tried to assure me that Rice is good and all that, Rice played the first game, and I'm like, if I say this guy go good, true. As I studying him, since then till now, he has been performing. Odegaard is like our number 1 best player. He is so good in the midfield. Without him in that midfield, Arsenal is 0. You need to show me that you are good before. I will not just say because you are. He's showing you glimpses. I mean Havertz. He's showing you glimpses that he is amazing. Now let me tell you something. For the player they bought that amount. Let me tell you something. He's playing, he's actually playing with the range of the amount you bought him. Let me tell you something. If you give birth to 2 kids, right? You give birth to two kids, your first son and your second son. Then your first son is so brilliant. Your second son is not as sharp as the first son. You throw him away.
No, you keep nurturing him. Let me tell you something. There are children that get brilliant immediately, like they start school. You see them start performing. Let me finish. Then there are ones that they take time to grab things, to get accustomed with schooling and everything. But when they kickstart, they are amazing. In fact, whilst they are taking time, you see the glimpses of the light under at the end of the tunnel in them. That is what I see in Harvard. Yes, he's not performing as amazing as Rice may be performing, or as amazing as Odegaard. You remember you gave Odegaard a lot of time before he performed. Now Rice, Harvard is performing, but not as you expect him to because of the amount you guys bought him. And I'm telling you, I've been watching this guy for a long time.
No, Angeli,
and it's going to come through.
If I'm to rate
the
him,
time that you're giving him the same time you gave to Rice.
No, I'm not.
Rice quickly started performing.
No, I'm not even.
You don't do like that.
I'm not even. That is not even when everybody was complaining about Odegaard. It got to a point. Even Arteta will bench him in some games, start him in some games because he too himself has been saying.
They do the same thing to Havertz.
He too has been saying no. As of late, they've been starting him all the time
because he has been performing lately. Is there any game lately? Tell me one game that you played lately that he did not perform.
Havertz will see.
When he was not performing,
Havertz will see 4 chances.
Sometimes they play QP or sometimes they play this guy.
Havertz will see
some of your other the midfielders. But recently he has been performing. That's why he has been playing back to back.
Havertz will see 5 chances. He will only score 1. Open net. He will only score 1.
Remember,
why do you think even Nunes for Liverpool? Now he's not Nunes. If they give me Nunes for 200 million and Havertz for 2 naira, I will go and rob a bank. But even though Nunes misses a lot of chance, like he will see open net like this, he will throw the ball away. But you will know a player that this thing is in body, not a player that is doing like this. We know that's the destination.
He was doing like that before you went to buy him. Did he force you to buy him?
We know we are going to that destination, but you'll be like, I'll get there when I want to get there. You need to put in work like that. What if
the same work he's putting in that is making this guy playing back to back right now?
There was a goal Saka scored against Liverpool.
Okay.
Havertz saw that goal. Thank God Saka was there. If Saka was not there, that goal would have been.
Remember, Havertz is playing as a midfielder in your team. It was even recently that your what's he called? Nketiah have not been performing, and Jesus was out. That they started putting him at the first line, and the middle first line. So he plays from the midfield. You don't expect a midfield player. There are midfield players that go a season they don't score goals, but they have been amazing in the team. Havertz is not a goal scorer for you. Havertz scores goals in Chelsea because he was playing as a striker, the first line. But in Arsenal, 80% of the times you've used him as a midfielder, which is his main position. If you use him as a first line, it's a bonus for you because he can do that position. He does. He plays on the flank too.
See, so, and again, these coaches,
you have to give this guy a chance.
You people, you need to use your senses, because I don't understand. A player knows he's better off in a certain position, but you people will try and convert the player just because. Fine, they will.
When there are injuries,
they will agree
and the squad they don't have someone to play that position in the squad. You will bring a player that is that plays better in that particular position, even though it's not his normal position. That's what coaches do. If you have a complete squad and you have all the players performing in that particular, he will use the right players. But okay, now that he's using Havertz in first line, would you prefer him to use Nketiah? Actually, Havertz is more clinical in front of that goal than Nketiah.
Is your guy now.
He's my guy, but Havertz is performing.
But trust me, they asked me to pick between Nketiah and Havertz. I will never pick Nketiah.
So what are we talking about?
That one is 100%.
That means the coach knows what he's doing.
Hopefully.
All right, thank you guys for watching us. It's an amazing video that we have dropped tonight. A lot of banter. So please follow us in all social media. Let's Banter Football. Please take them through our social media accounts.
Facebook, Let's Banter Football. Instagram, Let's Banter Football. Twitter, Let's Banter Ball. And our YouTube channel, Let's Banter Football.
Thank you guys for joining us. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you some other time. Ciao.